I love how literally just minutes before minutes before we start recording, we find more things to talk about.
Yeah, did you see what I put in there?
Yeah, oh my god. Uh,
Right. Okay, so just to put out this video clearing the air.
And I think Daft Pina might have put something out too.
Woo! Loud.
Yeah, even I
Oh
could hear
yeah,
it.
Daft Pina probably would too, wouldn't he? Of course he's gonna cash in on this because got his fingers and toes put into the thing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he
Daft
put out a whole.
Pina.
No, wait, that's wrong. Different thing. No, he actually. Oh my god, he didn't actually. What?
He hasn't. He put out like a thing on AI artists and
The AI Seinfeld we
the
covered
AI
last time.
Seinfeld thing. That's funny.
We are so fucking unprepared.
This
Um,
is such a scuffed episode, but it's okay. We'll
I was,
Did you
uh,
actually hear about that guy that shot a whole bunch of people in a Walmart? And he
I
just got like put in front of a judge and said he's never going to see the light of day again.
good.
Are you talking
I
about
didn't.
the dude who killed the people in it was in Buffalo, New York? You talking about that dude? Yeah,
Yeah.
they and the article that I retweeted, they didn't even show his face. I was like, why aren't you showing his face?
I
And
think
good,
it's
he should never
because
see the light of day ever.
yeah, exactly. I think they don't show
Oh,
their
whoops.
faces is because they
They're starting to take the
they
Philip DeFranco approach, I think, which is good.
yeah, they don't want them to be recognized because, or not recognized. They don't want to have their spot of fame. You know what I mean? Because usually
Yeah.
these type of killers or these like mass murderers, they're videotaping the thing. They're live streaming it. They want to be known. They're like, that's the whole reason that they're doing it is for infamy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so blurring out their faces and then giving them a court number instead of using their name is stripping them of their identity. Therefore, they can't get what they want.
Okay,
So
that's a point
that's
for
the whole
it.
point.
That's a point
Yeah.
for it. I don't know. I guess I'm the old school where I want to see that face in disgust. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's almost like fuck you, dude. You know what I'm saying for what you did. Totally disgusting. Ugh.
I totally
But
get
good.
it. I get both sides of doing it that way.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of going to this weird corner of censorship to the public about public things.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. Like surely his name and all that sort of stuff's out there, but I think there must be like some sort of an etiquette with media now to just do that maybe.
They
Yeah.
shrunk the Twitter format again. This is disgusting.
Again.
They shrunk it and changed the font.
So
Again.
People are having a fit about the font change on Twitter. It's so funny.
And now everything's shrunken and doesn't look right. What the fuck? Now I gotta squint to read this shit. Elon, I have bad eyes. I can't see. I'm legally blind.
Ma'am, you better get some glasses, just saying.
Bitch, I do. I'm wearing them right now.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead with your glasses, girl.
I can't wear my glasses.
Look at
Oh, you look cute.
You look so cute with your glasses.
Grandma out here like, I can't read.
I love it. That's cute.
Oh, that's awesome. I'll make sure to get a screenshot of that so you can put her on the cover this time around. Just saying.
Just a little me squinting with my glasses. Oh my god.
It's funny, like I would have turned my cam on then and just go hi, but like it's 39 degrees and I'm pretty much wearing nothing recording this because it is so freaking hot. 39 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit.
That's about 75?
Oh, yeah,
or
that's
90.
too hot. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, I'm not turning that on, just even for a joke.
No, I don't blame you.
Wait,
No,
actually,
ma'am.
I think
I
it's
don't want to
closer to
see a
90.
naked Eva, even though a lot of people out there want to see one. I
Right.
don't. Thank you very much.
No, that's
Oh my god,
you
no.
don't want to see that.
No, Xylie, that's 102.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 30,
That's
39 degrees
102.
Celsius. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh my god.
Mm-mm. No.
I
see.
wish.
I'm surprised you even are talking nicely because I would be grumpy as hell right now.
I am feeling like really flat. I have worked all day though, so I'm kind of like at that point now. I'm like, eh. But I've had like a couple of like little smokes and some like a nice cold mineral water and stuff. So I'm doing okay. I'm perking up a bit more now.
Oh my God.
That's good.
But
I couldn't. No, thank you. That's why we're talking about moving up north. So they get maybe one really, really hot week of summer, and the rest of it is cool. And I am okay with that.
I can't. I physically cannot.
This southern, and it gets worse the further south you go. But this southern summertime, nope.
No, ma'am.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. You can always like warm up, but it's really, really hard to cool down.
Exactly. You can
Like,
always put on more, but you can
Yeah.
only cool down, but to a certain point. Because what are you gonna do? Start taking your skin off? I mean,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
You start standing in front of the fridge, a la Friends, where they're like, putting their whole butts inside the freezer or fridge or whatever to get cool. Remember that episode? Is that like too old?
Oh God.
I'm going to be
true, though.
contrarian here,
Any
though.
Friends enthusiasts out there know what I'm talking about. I think it was like Monica and that started shoving their butts in the fridge just to get colder because it was so hot.
Oh,
I'm going to
man.
be a contrarian on that. My ass cannot, like, produce heat for the life of me because I'm a fucking twig. So it's easier... It's easier for me to get freezing fucking cold in the winter than it is to warm up. Even, like, the only reason I am still alive after this fucking winter is because I have a heated blanket. If it wasn't for my heated fucking blanket, I would have died of pneumonia because we do not have central heating. My apartment was built in the 40s. No, I'm dying. My room is the coldest in the room. And I hate it. My poor snake. I have been having to keep track of her fucking heating pads this entire winter because it's just that cold. That is why I have this fluffy blanket of a sweater on. Like, it's the only way I can stay out of bed and be comfortable.
You know what? I can
summer.
kind of understand what you're saying. Like, I've never been a twig in my whole life, ever. But there is a distinct difference on how cold I get now versus when I used to be over 300 pounds. I used to be able to go, as long as I had a sweatshirt on, I could go outside in the winter with snow with a pair of shorts and be fine. As long as I had like a sweatshirt on. Now, I am getting cold faster and faster, and I'm like, I don't like this skinny girl shit. No. No. I almost want to be big again. No, I don't like this. Ugh.
Yeah, I'm always cold. I have my fingers are always cold and my nose is always cold. Like the two things that are so people hate it.
My feet are
when you,
always cold.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
same.
Oh yeah, same. I think
Yep.
it's a woman thing. Is it a woman thing?
It
With the
might
feet?
be. I don't
It
know.
might
But I
be.
purposely, when I get in bed, my cold feet go straight to my husband's leg. Boom.
Yeah.
And
Boom.
he jerks up for a second. And he's like, "Oh, that's my wife." And he lays back down and goes to sleep.
Well, anyway, everyone, welcome to this very informal episode of the broadcast, episode 6.
Yay!
Yay! We're up to 6. We've made it. We've made it. When we get
Yes,
to 10,
very
obviously.
casual. Yeah. Oh my god, we're almost there. A couple more weeks.
Yep.
In here
Sorry,
with our
until
hosts. What? Until episode 10?
Until episode 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not that far.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my, yeah.
Couple more weeks. Yeah. And if you don't know, now you know. Hi, I'm Mystic, and I'm here with my favorite co-hosts ever, Xylie Star,
Hey. Hi, everybody.
and the sweetest from the south, end of the earth, south, Eva.
Hello, everybody.
I'm from the south. She's from the south.
South.
Yes, I was hoping you were gonna say deep south because I'm definitely not there. Oh my
Just
god.
exaggerate the south, yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the underside of the world apparently if you dig straight through. So, or,
Yeah, upside down
we just
maps.
don't exist at all, So I like that one a lot better though. Australia just doesn't exist.
I don't know. Y'all must be a lost plane or something, because some of the animals y'all got over there, it's like,
God.
like the aliens chose y'all. Just like,
Oh my god, yeah.
What's your favorite?
Drop bears.
What is it? Oh my god, they look like little fluffy bears and they smile. Quokkas?
Koalas.
Oh,
Oh,
the
quokkas.
quokkas.
Yeah, oh no, same. I love
Oh my
quokkas
god!
so
Okay,
much.
I've never seen one like in real life, but that is like my next like location to go for a vacation. Like I want to go to what was it? The island, Rottnest Island, is where they are. And because they have no like natural enemies or like no natural like predators, they literally just come up to you and smile and eat and just plunder around, and they don't run away from humans because all that sort of stuff. So because they're not seen as a threat, so it's really cool. Yeah,
If you go
and they
there, I
just
have to have pictures so I can live vicariously through you.
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
I'm gonna like max out my camera roll with
Yes.
quackers. You're not gonna
Yes.
understand me. Yeah,
Oh
there's
my
gonna be
God.
emotes and everything when I come back of just all quackers. So.
Oh my god, they're so cute. And they have that
Yeah.
cutest little smile. It's like,
If you haven't
oh.
if you haven't seen it, do yourself a favor and look up what a quokka is. Like you won't regret it.
I used to
No.
retweet them so much, but I've retweeted all the pictures that I've ever seen. And so now when I see them, I'm like, I've already retweeted this picture. I can't retweet anymore. Give me more pictures. Oh my god,
If
they're so cute.
if you can describe a quokka, it's as if you put all the goodness of the world into a miniature version of a capybara and give it just the face of a squirrel.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah,
And the
I
little
think
chubby
that-
cheeks. They have chubby cheeks. I love their little cheeks. Oh my god.
And actually, more akin to a chipmunk. Yeah. Now
Oh
that
my god. They're
kinda
so
think about
cute.
they
They're
are.
so cute.
Chipmunks are cute. We don't have them here. We've got like squirrels, or some type of squirrel. We've got possums.
Y'all, okay, that's the only thing we beat y'all in is a possum.
Well, I don't know. Depends what you mean by beat. So, like, why?
Because y'all's possum is cute and ours
Yeah.
is like, it looks like it crawled out a hill.
Yeah, and that's why I was like, I think we won that because it's cuter. But you're thinking like, oh, that stuff's
Yeah.
gonna go for your jugular.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that. I saw someone. Yeah, I think you might have retweeted it maybe, but I did see on my timeline a couple of days ago when I was scrolling through it. There was literally an opossum scratching through the mesh wire of someone's window trying to get into the house, like
Yes.
Oh my god.
chomping through it. And I'm
Yep.
like, that thing is terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
I would literally burn my house down to get away from it. You know
Oh,
what
absolutely.
I mean? Like,
I wouldn't
I
live
would
there
think-
anymore. What?
No.
No, I'm not going to be a
I'm like-
target. No.
Yeah.
You got, no. You either you're
I-
leaving or I'm leaving, so.
yeah, exactly. I'd rather our possums any day over whatever
Yes,
that is.
100%.
That is from hell for sure.
100%. 100%.
However, American
Full tree rat.
possums. Yes, but American possums apparently do make great pets.
Yeah.
Really?
I've been seeing, yeah,
Yeah.
no, I retweet it every now and then where and there's like videos on YouTube and stuff. People actually take them in as pets and they're actually like really sweet. And they're actually really good
possums
too
and
because,
raccoons.
yep. Possums are actually really good too because they don't have rabies as what people like to say they do. And they eat the ticks in your yard.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're actually good to have in your yard because they eat the ticks. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're not as bad as what people think. They just look scary as hell.
When they
do.
hiss. Like,
Yes.
like, yeah,
Oh
like,
yeah, no, thank you. Have you
I'll put
guys
it-
had a koala? Do you like or a possum? Do they? It's not a hissing, but it's like it's guttural.
oh,
I
I
have
actually haven't.
heard-
I'm gonna look that up.
I saw one video where two koalas were fighting and that was an anger I have never heard before. I was like, they make that kind of noise? What? What?
If you can, find the sound of the two koalas fighting and put it in here. Oh my god, it is like
I found
terrifying.
a video.
Yeah, it is terrifying. It is actually
They
terrifying. And,
really
like,
do
sometimes-
make a really, like, as in they are ready to whoop somebody's ass. Period, point
Yeah.
blank, period. They are not playing. Mm-mm.
And it's scary to hear it in real life when like the two animals sort of go at it. Like obviously, like sometimes we have more possums in our backyard than koalas, but they do sort of appear like along the coast and a bit more inland as well. Yeah, they're scary to listen to at nighttime, like in the real time. Like you don't know what's going on and it's just pitch black and you
Oh my
hear
God.
these sounds coming out of nowhere and you're like, what is it? Especially if you haven't heard one before and you have no idea what it's scary. It is so scary. It actually
my
like makes me
God.
think of like one of those like old school monsters, like not harpies, banshees and
Yeah.
all that sort of stuff. Like that stuff. Like that's
It's
what
a scary sound. It really is. And they
Yeah.
sound so much bigger than they are when they make that sound. Like, they sound like a monster to me.
yeah.
It's scary.
I just looked. I looked up koala fight and I couldn't. They wouldn't make the sound, but the fucking fight was hilarious. But I clicked to the search part again to see if I could find it, and the first result is koala demon scream. I didn't even type anything.
There you
It's just
go.
koala demon scream.
Yeah,
Koala
just-
sounds like devil.
Yeah, the description's pretty spot on.
Yeah, I would say so.
Simple as.
So not much has happened since our last, since we recorded last, except for, let's talk about this real quick, and then we'll get into the other stuff. Let's talk about this real quick. Who saw the Death Noodles apology?
I actually did not watch it. I'm not gonna.
No,
lie.
I didn't watch it either.
long. Oh my God. Y'all didn't watch it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Should we just watch it now? Is it only 5 minutes long?
Yeah, it's only 5 minutes long. We can watch it now.
Yeah, screw it.
All right, hold on.
Might as well.
Okay.
Reaction. Our first reaction.
Oh my God, we're going to do our first react together. Wow. Okay, hold on. Let me look for it. All right, let's go.
Well, hello, folks. Hope you're all doing amazing today. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm not in the studio right now. I'm currently traveling. Where
No one cares,
only
Dennis, but okay.
Carmen San Diego knows. Anyway, I have been thinking about making this video for the last few months. I've been thinking about how to approach the situation, what to say, and I've been reflecting on the events of the last year with my therapist and my friends and family, and needless to say,
And with his chat, just to let you ladies know, when he was writing apologies or whatever to everybody he sent messages to, he had his chat there helping him.
Oh.
Oh, what?
Yes.
Huh.
He had his
So
chat
that was
helping him.
content? It was content for him.
Okay. See, I have several conspiracies about this. Okay. One, if this whole damn apology is genuine, then it's going to take time to realize if it was genuine or not. You can't take what he says to face value. We all know that. Okay.
Yeah.
But I think he has hit rock bottom. A few days before this, Steven was on the Clout Route channel talking to that person. It's a channel.
Right.
It's like a 169 subscriber channel. He was up there talking to him and talking about how he didn't get paid. He didn't get this. He didn't get that.
Oh, so he was dissing Dev.
Yes. Oh no, they broke up.
Oh.
Yes. I think Death Noodles is at rock bottom right now, and I think he also has one of those personalities that we saw during him acting out, that he doesn't know how to apologize, he doesn't know how to ask for help, he doesn't know how to do any of that. And I think that's part of his damn problem, and I think he felt comfortable enough to ask his audience, because you gotta think, he's down to a good stream for Death Noodles is 60 people.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
He's usually running like anywhere between 30 and 40. So those are the people who have stayed by him. So I think he feels close enough with them to help him with those apologies.
Yeah, I'd guess so. So it's like he really is scrambling for relevancy then.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's scrambling to scramble because he doesn't have anything left. Have you noticed his post now on Twitter?
No.
Okay.
No.
He's posting stories, but he's not doing it like how he used to. Like when he used to, he would sensationalize it, right? Now he's literally posting stories that he doesn't like sensationalize it as much, you know what I'm saying? But he's gone back to doing that. It is different. It's really different seeing his Twitter now. So I think he's hit rock bottom, and now he's trying to figure things out. Personally,
Yeah, probably.
a lot happened. 2022 was a very eventful year for me.
Yeah, it sure was.
Especially the latter half. And I can say without a shadow of a doubt that there are a lot of the decisions that I made in the second half of 2022 that I would take back in a heartbeat. I have a lot of regrets.
Name them.
Too many to count in two hands.
Name them.
Yes.
Name them.
Yes, exactly. Name them, and he doesn't.
Too many
Exactly.
to count, and then that's it. Like you need it. Like that's not how you take accountability. You got to actually
No.
go.
I would love
I
to
stuffed
get
up
him.
here.
Yep. I would love to get him on a live stream and talk about that and talk about this point. What things do you regret that you did?
Yeah.
Name them. Because here's the thing, and I agree with Tommy on this, because I still didn't see Tommy's live stream about this, but he came up on Dead on Dave when we were talking about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one thing that he said that I actually agree, you don't go and say, well, you did this, this, and this. Make him say it. Because he's just going to agree with what you said. No. I want to know what you know you did.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I do agree with Tommy on that one. And I want to know who you did it to. That's another thing. So.
And I do think that it's appropriate to take some time right now to thank all the people who have stood by me in that whirlwind and hurricane of a situation, as well as apologize to all the people that I have offended. There were, in the middle of everything I was doing, a few situations where I unfairly responded in a way that was unbecoming, and that not only do I regret, but I don't believe fully represents the kind of person that I am. In the middle of everything that was happening, I made a couple of videos where I responded to comments in a very sarcastic and negative way, and essentially attacked people who were looking out for my best interest. At the time, I didn't understand that that's what they were trying to do, because they were so caught up in my own insecurity. And
Who is he talking about?
Probably, remember, fuck, what live stream was that? No, he was on like a Twitter Spaces, I remember, after, I want to say,
Oh,
what
yeah,
happened
that's
at
the Twitter
his
space
first
that-
comedy show.
Uh-huh. I was in that Twitter space.
I remember that. No, yeah. I think that was like after we first started following each other, and I was like on that thing listening while I'm inside of a Ralph, so I'm like, get him, Xylie, get him, Xylie.
Hell yeah.
But I think it was that. It's like everyone was trying to be like, dude, you fucked this up. You did this wrong. He's like, fuck you, basically.
Yeah, because I will
remember that.
say, like, when Diorio went up there, he was actually trying to talk to him. Me,
Yeah.
I was at the point, well, and that was way after I had talked. But when I was there and I was listening to everybody going up there and basically kissing his ass, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
no. Somebody needs to tell him like you tell somebody in real life. Okay?
Like fucking, I remember he did, like, Rich Lux, like, when he fucking called him a part of Keem's, like, cabal of racists or whatever. And
yes,
like,
and
Rich
said
Lux
that he
like,
was in
"What
the
fuck?"
alt-right pipeline. He was saying
Yeah.
Rich Lux was on the alt-right pipeline. Yep.
That to me is so funny.
That is hilarious. But like Rich Lux didn't even stand up for himself that much. He's like, what the fuck do you mean? And it's all cool though. And I'm just like, no, Rich, he just basically called you an evil fucking person.
Yeah.
Stand the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made a video out of that. Actually, the video I did sticking up for Rich Lux is kind of weird because Rich Lux has always known me for not liking him, right?
Yeah.
But that when I did that video about Death Noodles going after Rich Lux, listen, I still didn't like him at the point, and I was like, but the alt-right pipeline? Are you serious? A Mexican gay man, alt-right pipeline,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
And that right there, that actually started mending the bridge between me and Rich Lux. Honestly. Now, I mean, he'll come in my DMs and ask me questions, and I'll talk to him and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
see him
really
in your
weird.
chat occasionally. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll come by, he'll stop by and talk and stuff. Yeah.
I used to
Really
watch him
weird.
on Twitch streams.
Rich Lux is crazy.
It's
It's
fun.
crazy dude.
fear of judgment and losing and death and everything all just wrapped into one. I just couldn't see that people were genuinely trying to help me out of the situation that I was putting myself into. And instead of listening to them and taking the foot off the gas pedal, I just slammed it and went face first into a wall. And that didn't help me at all. And I think that I disappointed a lot of people in that time period, in those months.
I wouldn't say you disappointed
as I said, I've been
people. I wouldn't say you disappointed people. I think you just proved a lot of people's points and pissed a lot of people off for no fucking good reason.
Yeah.
Other than his ego to be stroked.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Did anyone else also get a mental image of him driving through that brick wall that he had in his set?
Oh yeah.
On his dead wall.
I didn't have it, but you know what? It's a good image to have. I love that.
Yeah,
To your point, Mystic, I think you're absolutely 100% correct. I mean, what he did when he started, like, I knew something has to be wrong with Death Noodles because of the way he's acting. Because he was starting to get erratic. He was starting to get, act like we've never seen him before. And all he was doing was proving everybody right.
Yeah, exactly.
Looking back on a lot, and I've been having conversations with people in my chat about this, and they've been helping me understand this whole situation. And
so that's the chat stuff I was talking about.
I've been trying to make amends and correct the situation. Reaching out to creators with whom I've had negative interactions with in the past, and now making right this whole situation that I've created within my own fan base. Now, some people are branding this as an apology tour, and I don't mind people calling it that.
I mean, it's what it is.
I
mean, be
know
honest.
that I've made a lot of mistakes in the last few months. And I know that some people are going to think that some of them are unforgivable. And I have had to learn to live with that this is who I am and these are the mistakes that I've done. And the best that I can do right now is learn from that and keep moving and keep growing and keep showing people what my true character is, because I believe that I'm not that person. I mean, anybody who's been watching me for the last 2.5 years knows that I'm not that person. I mean, I was really going through something, and the best thing I could have done is to take a break.
So he's saying just that last year he was being this person that he didn't recognize. Like, he was up and down a lot in being different characters throughout his entire career on YouTube, right? He even like stole his Minecraft cat in a house situation from his ex-partner. So like he stole her gig basically, and then that's how he came on his way up. That's how people started knowing him. So it's not really out of character for him to sort of do something that's that extreme, you know what I mean? But then it did get more erratic because it kind of felt like it was like almost like he was under the influence of stuff.
Yeah, but now I will say some people did have that theory about him. They did have that theory.
Yeah, it felt more manic than anything.
That's what I thought. I thought he was having some kind of long-form breakdown of some sort. I really thought that. I thought he was having some kind of long-form breakdown. And it's just lashing out at everyone. So...
break from the internet, and I just can't. I have this like compulsion that I just have to keep creating all the time and putting content out there, and it comes from a deep-seated insecurity and fear of death. I've been surrounded by death my entire life, but that's beside the point. I had to...
Okay, I don't get the whole bringing up death thing.
Because that's never been brought up before, right? Like,
no, as far as I know, no.
No one talked about that.
As far as I know, no. Not since he's been like on YouTube. I know during one stream there was I had Paige on, and it ended up being 3 live streams because my computer kept freezing. And we had found some almost like internet essay type things from him. and some of them were pretty dark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, or like diary entries or whatever you want to call it. But basically, you just write a bunch of shit on the internet, you know.
Yeah.
And some of them were pretty dark. Yeah.
Hmm.
Like, I wasn't going to show the chat. Let's put it that way.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So,
Huh.
To learn a lesson. And the lesson has been painfully learned. I think needless to say, if I could go back and redo the whole year, I would 100% redo it. I would not hit the publish button the times that I did. I would not go live the times that I did, or say the things that I said in those moments. I apologize to everyone that I have hurt, everyone that I have disappointed, because I feel like I've disappointed a lot of people, especially in my fan base. All I can say is that I'm gonna keep working on myself and trying to grow. And I'm sorry I can be such a dumbass.
You could say that again.
I'm an idiot.
You could say that again
Anyway,
as well.
folks, I love all of you. Peace.
and there we go. That's
Yeah.
the video.
Yeah, he needs to get off the internet. He needs to take a break. He needs to, because I'm glad he's now realized that mentally he was not in a good place when it came to all this shit. But he really needs to double down on that. Just, like, take a long look at his life, right? Get off for a bit. Reevaluate and see, like, what's the better path for him. If he wants to consider content creation, he needs to think, it's like, okay, what do I not do? What do I do? What would get me to not go down this path again? And definitely, like, just breathe. And I say, like, do, like, a whole, like, spiritual awakening first before coming back, because he was, for lack of a better words, a bit manic.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying the whole time. He was like, I felt like something was wrong with him. Like, I didn't know how to put it, and I didn't want to diagnose because you know, but I knew something was wrong with him.
Mm-hmm.
It's absolutely crazy. But he did disappoint his fans. I mean, look at him. Like I told you, a good day he has 60 people in that chat. A good day.
Yeah.
And he lost his assistant. He lost Steven. When Steven was saying that he started off 1 day a week on the podcast and he got paid for that 1 day a week, but he didn't get paid for helping him, like, set up the shows. And then he was talking about, like, the drama. Now, like I said, I haven't finished the whole interview, but the part that I heard, it's like, wait a minute, Steven, you were in the thick of that shit talking too.
Mm-hmm.
So where can we find that interview? Or just for anyone that wanted to watch this later or whatever, just to know where to find it.
That one right there, the Clout Route Presents. And he actually, Clout Route has another one where he actually talked to Deaf Noodles too.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
okay.
I don't know. I'm thinking about asking Deaf Noodles to come on the show.
Do it. Oh my god, yes.
Because
Sweet.
I have questions about this video.
As anyone would, honestly.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm thinking about it.
Kind of like, more.
I mean, it's a come to Jesus moment.
I mean, I wouldn't yell at him unless he needed it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't start off aggro. I'm not aggro all the time, Eva.
You need to start charging people for getting angry at them, to be honest. So.
I really should. I would make so much money if I did that. Oh my god. That would be amazing.
Some people need that itch scratched, you know? Some people just need to be yelled at. And I think you're the perfect person for that. So.
Man, if I could get paid, like, yo, you want me to yell at you? Pay me. That would be amazing. Oh, I'd be down for that. But yeah, I can understand where people don't believe him. I 100% get, because he said so much. Another reason why people don't believe him, he hasn't dropped that lawsuit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, as far as I know, that lawsuit's still going.
I wonder if he apologized to Salvo.
I don't know.
I mean,
Like,
no one
was
should
that in the
apologize to
light?
Salvo right now.
No, that's what I was just like. Because he said he apologized to a lot of different creators. And, you know, I guess at the time, one of the creators that he did really fuck over was Salvo. He pushed him into the crowd, like he left him outside when he invited him to the event, all that shit. I'm not sticking up for Salvo, but I'm thinking, like, that would be, like, one of those events. Does he regret that? or does he not regret
Yeah,
that?
I mean,
That's what I want to know.
Yeah, exactly. I have questions. And of course, if I got to talk to him and I knew I was going to have him on at this time or whatever, of course I'm going to come to y'all and go, okay, girls, what's your questions? Or do you want to come on and ask your questions? You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, like I want to know what he means. What events? What things do you regret? What videos are you talking about that you regret hitting publish? Like what?
Yeah.
Now, granted, as much as he's done, the video would have been 6 hours if he would have named everything, but still, what are you talking about? I want to know specifically what he's talking about. From his mouth. I don't want to lead him.
Who he's talking about, what he's talking about, which he's talking about. Like, let me get a list.
Yeah.
Who needs reparations right now from Noodles?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And do you
I'm just
apologize
looking-
for calling me a sandy vagina? Do you?
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh,
That's,
no.
yep.
Remember, I had Sandy Vagina as my name on Twitter for, like at least a month, I think.
Fascinating.
Yeah, what about Kavos's stuff and Papa Gut?
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole bunch of stuff he needs to sort of...
Yep. Exactly.
Interesting.
Yeah. Speaking of drama, Xylie, you want to hear about people getting into other people's business?
Yes, always. I love that.
So, did you watch, before it was private, the Just Stop video on LS Mark's relationship?
Okay. I heard it was full of crap, and I heard it was basically, it's none of your business. Why are you even putting it out there? But I never really got into it. So I did not watch the video, no.
Watched the whole thing when it dropped. Oh, the tea was hot. So basically, the entire video was practically Just Stop trying to publicly call out one of his friends, being like, this girl ain't good for you. This whole thing's weird. She already cheated on you once. You look desperate. Why did you marry her? No one knew that you married her, but we're exposing that you married her. And this is a public intervention. Get help, leave her. Is a good TLDR summary of probably, I want to say, like an almost hour-long video.
Right.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Probably 45 minutes. And I think within, I want to say 10 hours that it was up, it was taken down, ripped apart, criticized to all hell, and everyone's like, why the fuck did you do that?
Deservedly so. It was so unnecessary and none of his business. Like, it's just...
Well,
like, I actually watched half of it, and then I'm like, this is dumb, and then I stopped watching it. So I just didn't continue. Yeah, but this is funny.
I
Go
remember
ahead, sorry.
Matt tweeting something out about it, that it come to find out another creator, Matt was right about, it sounded like the other creator was actually boosting him to do that video.
Daft Pina, yeah.
Daft Pina, yeah.
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 And I'm not surprised about that either. It's like Daft Pina, like, is the spoon, you know, like...
Mm-hmm.
They're always got something up their sleeve to drum up drama to create content.
Who is Daft Pina?
So Daft Pina was the commentator, basically, of all commentators of the art community or the animation community.
Okay.
So he would make videos on people, well, to the likes of Odd Ones Out, Jaded Animations, etc., etc. The people
Hopeless Peaches or...
Hopeless Peaches, whatnot. If you made a video like telling stories or doing some sort of commentary with a drawn avatar, fucking you make it, Daft Pina's on it.
Okay.
Right? That is practically the only, and like animation stuff, so like,
Yeah.
say like someone did like a web comic or like a web animated cartoon video series, whatever, and it went south, Daft Pina's on it. If you're one of those drawing animation commentator whatevers, you fuck up, Daft Pina's on it.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like the one that constantly tries to out people for like tracing and stuff like that. So there's a
Okay.
massive tracing
Tracing,
yeah.
not paying their editors, not paying their second frame animators, things like that, or just shitty to their fans, shitty to whoever, shitty to other creators. It's like, if like I said, if there's cartoons involved, he's most likely there.
Okay.
And since LS Mark kind of counts under that because he has a drawn avatar that he uses for those videos, he's under that umbrella. Now, what I find fascinating, that if Daft Pina was holding the flag up for this video to be made, the fact that he didn't make a video on it was quite fascinating to me as well, Which makes me pose the question, did he have Just Stop do it so he could take the fall because he's smaller?
Well, it sounds like it to me because from what, listen to the Now Recording guys about it and stuff like that, it's like he was radio silent, but yet talking to Just Stop in the background about it. Mm-hmm. Well, if you agree with that video, then wouldn't you say it publicly if you're used to exposing people?
Yeah.
It was more like a puppeteering kind of situation, really, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me. Or that's what it sounded like when it was explained to me. Because like I said, I wanted to get into it because everybody else was talking about it and, of course, content brain. But then I was like, I don't know if I care enough to do this. Like, because I kind of don't understand. Maybe because I didn't know anyone in it. Maybe that's what it was.
Fair. Yeah.
But it sounded interesting. Because I saw the live stream when Doc on the radio had Just Stop up there. Found out Just Stop was like 18. And, it's like, you're 18. How are you going to tell somebody about being married and what?
Ellis Mark is about his same age.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And his wife is almost in her 30s.
Okay, well, I mean, as long as it's legal, that's all I care about.
Yeah. Yeah, it's legal. It's consensual. I do agree with some points of the video where it's like things do seem a little fucked. Like, why did Mark go back if he was treating her so poorly? It's just the way it was gone about was so fucked up.
Right.
Like, you put his whole ass marriage on blast, her whole ass cheating on blast, his whole ass moving to America to be with this woman because he's like, I don't know, because he seemed desperate. Like, it's not my circus, but it's just on blast for his how many fucking subscribers?
Yeah, look, I was just looking that up, actually. So Just Stop has 262k subscribers, and Daft Peanut has 257k subscribers. So I'm thinking, what's going on there? Because, like, there's that motivation of trying to pushing it on, like, a smaller creator or something like that, so he doesn't get blown up for it. But, like, he's actually smaller than Just Stop, just by a little bit.
Daft has already been in a lot of hot water, then. I thought Daft was way bigger. I've been following Just Stop for a minute, I didn't realize he blew up. But yeah.
I thought Daft Peanut was a lot bigger than 257k. Like,
oh yeah, no, same.
That's crazy.
I've been following both of them for a while. I thought it was huge.
Yeah.
But as of recent, Just Stop put out a clearing the air video about 4 days ago. I didn't see it, and I'm very invested.
I think that's why Matt put out what he put out on his Twitter. So I just finished a very long video by Veronica Jelly, side of the story, and I gotta say this whole thing is completely petty and ridiculous drama and simply proves that Braxton should have never made his video in the first place. So apparently she put out a video too.
Ooh, I didn't see that.
Okay.
And okay, Matt retweeted his tweet from January 23rd saying I was right. On January 23rd, he said, I think Daft Peanut played a huge part in getting Braxton's video made. Just Stop says he questioned making it, but had people encouraging him. Daft was also in the call with LS Mark. Feels like Daft trying to pull everyone's strings behind the scenes.
Yeah, same. He's got some.
And then on the 11th, I think after Just Stop's video, is when he wrote this saying I was right.
Okay.
This video is going to be completely audio and about a specific video I deleted that's unrelated to my normal content, so if you don't want to hear about that or don't know what I'm talking about, I totally understand. Next big video is coming soon. But for those that do know what this is about and are wondering why it's coming now, well, I've been contemplating about whether this is the right thing for me to do or not for a while. Initially I thought about just moving on and not making a follow-up beyond a community post, as I didn't think anything else needed to be said. But I'm just not the kind of person that can act like everything's fine and leave it at that. Never have been. I know not talking about it would lead to the majority of people forgetting, but I would remember. I do remember. And so I'm going to give a more detailed explanation of my thought process and mistakes without explicitly mentioning the two main individuals involved. This is because the video was, as an overarching theme, about their relationship and how I believed one of the people in that relationship was in an emotionally manipulative, compromising position. My belief that this may have been the case began on November 15th with a former friend of the person's partner making a tweet in which they discussed the partner's supposedly manipulative behavior whilst they knew each other. And this concerned me, so I looked further. either. There was no plan to make a video at all at this point. I just wanted to look into it by asking anyone that might have answers, as I also once had a friend that was in a manipulative relationship, as many of you might know. Though she was in one with an adult as a minor, so it was far worse. Still though, since I had known this person for a couple years and we'd had on and off interactions over the course of them, I considered them a friend, and wanted to make sure if it was the case, as I didn't want them to be suffering, so I asked around. Some of those I asked choose to remain anonymous to this day, and I totally get why, but one of the more prominent people I asked about the situation was Daft Pina, as he was closer friends with the person at one point, and I'd heard from another anonymous person that he had information. I talked with him on December 1st, and seeing the information he presented in regards to himself, as well as others who had experiences with the partner, plus the information I'd accrued, I decided I wanted to try reaching out to the person with a call, preparing a video script as well, as they'd seemingly pushed away other people's individual concerns, so during Daft and I's conversation, I came to the conclusion that a video compiling all their experiences and complaints together would show that many people were concerned for legit reasons and displayed negative behavioral patterns. I also was of the belief that, regardless of whether the call went well or not, it needed to be said since it seemed to be affecting many others as well as the person.
Then why did it seem so centered on Ellis Mark and his relationship with her?
It makes no sense. People, stay out of other people's business.
Yeah.
Unless somebody is, like, physically getting hurt or stuff like that. You know, why don't you talk to them in private instead of putting a video out for everybody and their mama to see? Seriously.
Yeah. Like, so many times he said, it's like, this wasn't supposed to be a video. This wasn't supposed to be a video. And then all of a sudden it turned into a video and it's like, no, it should never have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says it's something that wasn't like, didn't he say it was like, oh, this concerns me, and so he jumped in? It was like, wait, what concerns you?
Exactly.
Like, I'm trying to figure out what that part meant. But then also he was like talking about how that person was manipulative and blah blah blah, using manipulative tactics. I'm like, dude, you're making a video. You made a video and you posted it out to like thousands of people to like, you know, like, is that not manipulative itself?
Yeah.
Like, are you not being manipulative there? Like, I don't understand what he was trying to or hoping to achieve.
And what bothers me too is I've had a few interactions, so I considered them a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. Yeah. A few interactions doesn't mean you're friends.
Mm-hmm.
That is get off the internet time. Literally.
Yeah.
It's too parasocial. Yeah.
I also think what he meant by, did you say Eva? About,
what
like,
concerns him.
Yeah, what
Something
concerns him.
Me.
Yeah. It concerned me. I didn't think it's like he meant in the sense of it concerned me being that he was involved, being it concerned me, it made him concerned. I think that was
as in
phrasing.
The feeling and not being involved. Yeah. Okay, all right. So that was me. That was a me thing. Sorry.
all good. I was just like, wait, I don't think that was the particular phrasing, but I see what you mean.
Yeah. Thank you.
All good.
Obviously now, though, I believe that everything specifically relating to the person's relationship should have been excluded, as it was private, and regardless of how I feel about it, it shouldn't have been revealed for everyone to see. But back to the retelling, first came the call, which should have been the end of it straight up, but the entire setup was a massive mistake. At first, I'd thought about going into it more naturally without Daft present, stating my concerns to them genuinely, and being straightforward about who I'd talked to and why. However, Daft wanted to use it as an opportunity to probe for information we hadn't had confirmed yet, and insisted on having the call recorded with pre-made questions to ask and a group of friends to join in. But he also wanted to be real sneaky and underhanded about saying it would be recorded, mixing the mention of it in offhandedly with a longer statement, so if the person didn't address the recorded bit, it would technically count as consent, as they live in a two-party consent state. However, I knew for a fact that wasn't how it was going to go, and mentioned as much to Daft, but he shrugged it off, and though I knew it wasn't the right thing to attempt, I tried going along with it thinking he knew best. It was noticed immediately, no doy. As was the whole already prepared list of questions bit, which never should have been a thing in the first place, but it was. And with that discovered, the rest of the call was really awkward because why wouldn't it be? Nothing about this was genuine, and bringing the person in under the guise of helping with a video didn't help either. Daft rationalized it to me with the idea that when people are in possessive relationships, the partner will often check messages, so it would be best not to leave any mention in text, but in retrospect, bringing someone in under false pretenses to talk about that kind of thing would only make them paranoid. Overall, it's clear to me now that Daft was more focused on getting the video created than actually talking with the person, so that's how the call came to be like it was. But it did still happen, and
Yeah, this retrospect angle's a little weird to me.
Like, dude, you made the video. Like, what?
You prepared it regardless. You went through that whole thing. That was a really well edited video too. Like you went through that
Yeah.
whole process
That was
after that
intense.
whole call. Yeah. And then you didn't stop to think maybe this is a bad idea during the whole thing.
No, because the whole time he had Darth Penis saying it was a good idea and to keep going forward, right? So like,
Yeah.
obviously he had his doubts because he mentioned that he did, but
Yeah.
it was that that hard influence on the outside really trying to push it forward. I think, yeah.
I mean, I kind of get what he means, though, but I think he thought Daft knew what he was doing. Daft has... I've met the dude IRL before. He has this...
Oh, really?
yeah, at VidCon. He has this air to himself. Like, he knows what he's doing. He's prepared. He absolutely... Like, he has this whole content thing down to a science. He has an air to that. So I can understand why maybe he was, like, kind of like, Jesus take the wheel, Daft take the wheel, and think like, yeah, this is a good idea if Daft says so, because Daft knows what he's doing. But in reality, the content brain, like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, it sounded like Dap really did know what he was doing. I mean, if you think about it.
Like he's been in several controversies before, so obviously he knows what he's doing by now.
How to get someone else in deeper shit.
Yeah.
101 with Daft Penis.
The expected result, so the video went forward, as I thought there was nothing else that could be done. There was, though, in retrospect, obviously. I just didn't see it because Daft and others who helped with the script kept reiterating to me that there was no other way, so I kept going.
There we go, that's it.
There you go.
There you go.
There we go. Yeah, there's no other way to get to somebody that their wife is toxic and whatever, instead of just, I don't know,
Talking
being a good friend and talking to them. Exactly. What?
Or rather, I decided it was best to take a 2-week break after the call on December 12th because I was so exhausted with everything mentally, and then the video continued going. Speaking on the production of the video itself, it went through several drafts, rewrites, and edits. This is partially because, at first, the script was far less organized, less accredited, and way more venti, so it needed heavy retooling as more evidence came about. Daft and others would also add stories from people we talked to that couldn't be evaluated as anything more than hearsay, as they had no proof, and when I would try to say as much in the script, he'd stop me and go, "Don't say it like that. People will deconstruct and focus on it if you do." He wanted me to use sneaky language again, so in the end I cut them out entirely. And for bits that I didn't remove, I made sure to ask follow-up questions to get evidence of dates and such. Questions Daft never asked. He would just believe them wholeheartedly without proof and say we needed to add it to the script. And I didn't see how much of the script that was until I got to the editing phase and noticed all the bits I couldn't pull up screenshots or evidence for. I could also see that Daft wanted to make a large portion of the video about his personal grievances with another creator, Sunny TM, who was tangentially involved with the duo. You might know, if you saw the video, that the section on him doesn't really mention Daft at all, other than briefly at the very beginning. That's because I talked him out of including a 6-minute summary of their interactions together, as it was completely unnecessary and petty compared to what I had found in relation to Dubus Goobus.
So fight your battles.
Wow.
That's what I'm reading is fight your battles for me. You are my little champion. Go.
Wow.
If any of y'all have played Overwatch, this is the equivalent of fuck, what is her name? I always forget it. Annie, I think her name is, and her ult is like, Bob, do something, and she sticks a robot to fucking shoot people. Yeah, that's that.
He just wouldn't let the Sunny section be, though.
Like, how manipulative is that, though?
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like, no, this is fine. Just do it. Just do it. You can just, like, and, like, include the 6-minute montage of me, like, in this guy who I have obvious beef with, and saying how shit he is. Like, what? Why?
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
I just don't understand why Daft wanted this video out there so hard. You know what I mean? Like what's... And why can't he address it himself? Like, he hasn't made any videos.
That's what I don't understand. How come he didn't make it himself?
No, he didn't want more backlash. He's already been in enough fucking controversies. I don't think Just Stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Just Stop has been in any before this.
I have no idea.
I don't know. I feel like they have. I think that's something I need to look up. Let me look it up while we keep going.
Yeah.
compared to what I had found in relation to Dubus Goobus. He just wouldn't let the Sunny section be, though. It always had to have an extra bit showing Sunny is underhanded, Sunny is a bitch, Sunny sucks dick for money, just on and on.
Oh, God.
Since Daft kept...
Whoa.
Hold on, what?
What?
What is that literal or is that metaphorical?
Probably metaphorical. I would hope. I'm going to go for metaphorical. That's what I'm going for. On a personal level.
That was an interesting thing.
Definitely
to
going
include.
metaphorical on that one.
Yeah.
scrolling his social media looking for things to add, all of which I shot down. Well, other than one. At the very end of the Sunny section, I briefly mentioned that Discord moderators stated Sunny posted the nudes of a girl in the Oni Plays Discord server. However, there was no physical proof of this happening, so I wanted to exclude it entirely. But Daft was insistent that I keep it, so I did, with the prerequisite that it was unconfirmed but matched with Sunny's behaviors. And look, Sunny does suck. He emotionally manipulated a man in the midst of a mental breakdown to send money to a trans organization to make up for whatever unintentionally, allegedly transphobic remark he made. Then when the opportunity suited him, he said that the man was still transphobic and that the apology he suggested was corporate. Then, during a live stream when he had the chance to admit he was obviously just bullying and trolling this guy, he doubled down saying the guy was actually transphobic and that he did it for the good of trans people. Sunny is an asshole, a troll, a wannabe edgelord contrarian, creepy, unself-aware, and fake. But I shouldn't have mentioned anything relating to him that didn't have physical proof, even if I stated it was based on the testimony of others. That's why I couldn't come up with a justification for it when asked on livestream. That's why I couldn't come up with justifications for a lot of things on livestream. I was uncertain and didn't know it, because I'd been hyped up that this was a good idea despite my reluctance, and eventually, I thought I was confident in creating it, but I never was. And I only realized that when I was given negative feedback. Feedback I never received until it was already too late. This isn't to say I didn't try to get varied opinions. I showed the video and script to a couple good friends that didn't know anything about the situation who said it was solid. I showed it to the people I interviewed and they said it was solid. It made me think I was wrong to worry, that I was indeed doing the right thing. But as soon as I saw negative thoughts on the video being publicly released, I remember feeling a lump in my throat because I knew I didn't have a rebuttal. And when put to scrutiny, I couldn't defend the choice to make the relationship information public. And that's when I learned I'd messed up. It was never my place to publicize the info, and no matter the intention, I was ignorant and stupid to think anything good would come from making it. Aside from other people that have been scorned by the friend group speaking up, though that's unrelated to the relationship. But I didn't quite see how I'd messed up yet, so I went to Daft and the others for advice, and they told me to keep the video up, giving all the explanations in the world for why. I was in a group call with around 7 people, and they all said the same thing, which just confused me even more about what to do. I was in panic mode. Then the person I'd made the video about messaged me saying they wanted to call, and Daft told me not to. So, in a panic state, I just kept texting the person what Daft told me to say, but then a couple other friends pulled me into a separate call and knew what state I was in. I tried to dismiss what they said at first, claiming that this was the only way, repeating what Daft had told me, but they helped me to see how deep in the shit I was, how detached I was becoming from myself in a search for guidance on a matter that I had no right to trespass in. And so from there, I decided to do what I thought was best. I went back into the large group call and said I wanted to talk to the guy. They discouraged it, but I said I wanted to anyway, and I unlisted the video that night. At first, I was reluctant to delete it because, disregarding the relationship, it did help some people that were affected by the group to speak up, and I didn't want to make them feel like they couldn't or that they were invalid, but in the end, I saw that was tarnished by the relationship material, which...
So this was a targeted group F.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Listen,
people.
if y'all ever have a problem with me, please don't make a video out of it. Just come to me. Okay?
Honestly, for
You know,
real.
if you don't like how my marriage is going or something, just come to me. Don't make a damn video. This is stupid.
Talk to me first,
Yeah.
please. For the love of God.
This is dumb. No wonder everybody was having a fit about it.
Yeah. Oh my God. So it's like a group of fucking people fucking relishing the fact that Just Stop just took 5,000 bullets for them because they didn't like some people, right? Like, hello? And then, like, he's like, I want to make this right. I don't think what I did was right. And they're like, no, you did the perfect thing. You did the perfect thing, my little warrior. Yes, don't take it down. Pat. But I swear, Eva, you had like a psychic link to me because I was doing like the hand motions of like patting the head. Like, it was like, like, but you're okay. You did good. Don't take down the video. Don't talk to him. He doesn't need your time. He doesn't need your effort right now. No, you did the good. You did the best thing. You did the best. And then next thing you know, he's like, yeah, no. Good thing he had those friends to put him in a second call being like, you know you fucked up. You know you're being manipulated. You know you're being fucking, like, hypnotized. Oh my god. This poor dude.
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
What the fuck?
Which was the main point addressed. So, I deleted it, knowing how big of a mistake I'd made to publicize it. I made a statement, then I just kind of buried myself in my work. I've got a big video coming soon for those that want to know when I'm going to get back to regular content, but I did keep my ear to the ground, and one person I never saw come to my defense in all of this was Daft. Privately, he said that he was proud of me for making my own decision, but he was completely silent on social media and didn't make any posts for a couple of weeks.
Of course he was.
Oh.
He didn't go to your defense if he didn't talk about it.
Yeah, just stood back, see how everything went down, how everyone reacted, what the feelings were, and then he was going to decide whether he was going to join, the campaign or not. No backbone.
Just
Such a
stop.
slimy sake. Oh my god.
My god. Yeah, it's like the commander, like on a cliffside, just watching the battle go on. It's like, is this going in our favor? If it is, I'll join the battle. If not, I'm going home to my family.
Here's another little finger.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
They are everywhere.
And we need like a couple hundred more Sansas and Arias to shoot these motherfuckers, like slit these motherfuckers' throats.
For real,
What the
though.
fuck? What the fuck, man?
All the way to the right.
All the way to the right. Tommy C is always right. Just saying.
Jesus.
Well,
I asked him about it.
M&M's. But...
Well, yeah.
Green M&Ms. But that's just Tommy.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. Bless
Yeah.
his heart.
He was completely silent on social media and didn't make any posts for a couple of weeks. I asked him about it, and he said he would make a statement in a month or two so people wouldn't believe he puppet mastered me into making the video.
Shit.
And to be honest, I don't think he did. I pushed back against a lot of his influence. I was the one that said it should be on my channel since I had the better reputation and thought no one would take it.
Yeah, see?
Ah, there we go.
But that's a plot twist there. He's the one who said I should take it. I should publish it because it's a better reputation.
He volunteered it. That's weird to hear.
I think, but I want to say it's the symptom of the manipulation taking the fall for him because it was his idea, right?
People are crazy. These people are crazy.
Not only crazy, impressionable.
Yes.
Very impressionable.
Very.
Oh, no.
With the seriousness it deserved if Daft covered it, which probably should have been my cue to not have him involved at all, but he was always a good friend to me, so I trusted him. I was the one that brought him on in the first place. I decided to upload the video. It was my mistake, ultimately. Daft made the situation far worse with his presence, but I'm not sure I'd call him a puppet master, more so an enabler. I can't pretend like it's all his fault. I genuinely thought it would help the situation with the person, as stupid as that sounds. But I've come to see with this whole thing that I was 100% wrong to go about it like I did from the word go. No matter how many people said it was a good idea, no matter how much support I received, I should have been able to see how poor of a decision it was. Believe it or not, I'm not a terminally online person. I do spend a considerable amount of time on my PC since that's how I play a lot of games and get all my work done, but I only really had Twitter as far as social media, and
That's terminally online enough.
So I'm online, but I'm not terminally online. I'm online like all the time, but 24/7. But I'm not terminally on.
Yeah. Yeah. Twitter's enough to be counted as terminally online. You don't have to be on YouTube every second of the day. If you are just on Twitter for like a considerable amount of, like, I'll say like a good hour and a half a day at the very least. And if this is involving posting, this is involving reading up on drama, that is terminally online. If you're just casually scrolling,
wait a minute.
No,
Let's not say
I'm
hour
talking
and a
about
half.
I'm talking about like if you are invested in Twitter like that.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I'll get it.
I'm not counting doom scrolling. Like I doom scroll Twitter because my brain needs some stimuli.
Something
I'm
to
talking
do,
about I'm talking about these people who are replying, liking, finding things on certain topics for like hours.
Okay.
Right,
That's terminal.
That's too much.
That's terminal. Oh my god.
I wish I could get rid of my Twitter. I'm gonna be honest.
Most people do, really.
I hate it. The only reason why I have it because of my YouTube.
That's the only reason to, honestly. Great site for promotion. Toxic to live on.
Yes. Amen, sister.
Recently, I've decided to stop using that. I don't talk to people on Discord all that often outside of friends, many of whom I know and hang out with in real life. Yet, as this has been pointed out to me so many times before, it was a seriously terminally online thing to do, and now I can see that a lot of the reason behind that terminally online decision was due to who I let influence me. People have said it for a while, and I've tried to shrug it off or even defend him, but I can't deny it. Daft is a toxic person. It's something I've rejected for a while, but it's true. He really, at least from my perspective, hasn't changed much since the days of the Jaden face reveal. He's just gotten better at hiding it publicly and letting other people fight his battles. Like,
Ooh, so he had to come into Jesus.
He did. Well, good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him. Okay. All right.
We love taking responsibility of your own actions and realizing you've been manipulated by the toxic people you're around. There we go. Fucking Christ.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, because it can happen.
Yeah.
You know, it's happened to the best of us, you know? It's just, you know, at least he sees it.
Yeah. And at least he acknowledges it and says it out loud. It's like, yeah, I done fucked up.
Good for him.
Like he tried to do with me by including a massive section on Sunny. He wants to pretend he's better than all these people that talk about him, acting like he doesn't care, but he does. To be honest, I didn't take the criticisms of Daft too seriously for a while because people like Jar and Sunny would do it so poorly, just regurgitating what others had said or having completely stupid points. But for the first one that really stuck with me, a video by this guy Rhythm Rev, I knew Daft had seen it. He even had a friend of mine continually reply to Rev on Twitter so Daft could act like he hadn't seen it. He cares a lot about his public perception, and has a really black and white mentality about whether people are good or bad. That's why, when I have brought up my own concerns to him, he's usually brushed them off, saying the shit he did was for the greater good. It was with that same mentality that, back during the Antunes drama of 2020, he convinced me to report the video for privacy and creating the weird spanking animation, both of which I regret doing as they came off hypocritical, though I don't know how many people even remember that fiasco. And you know, when it comes to the Sunny section of the video, in retrospect, it doesn't have too much to do with the person and their relationship, but subconsciously, I think I decided to keep what was left of it, aside from Daft's grievances, not only to show what Sunny had done to Dubus Goobus, which was really fucking horrific, but also, I kinda empathize with the person.
I agree on that. The Sunny bits about Dubus Goobus. Xylie says, since you didn't really watch that far. So, Dubus Goobus is another animator person, and I don't know much about Sunny. But a while back, he had this drama because I think he said something that was like kind of transphobic, and Sunny made the biggest fucking deal about it.
Okay.
The biggest deal about it when it wasn't that crazy. And he was just bullying him constantly, being like, I'm going to expose you. I'm going to expose you as a transphobe. I'm going to ruin your life. And Dubus was like, I'm sorry. What can I do to rectify this? What can I do? I'm so wholly, like, ready to just do whatever I gotta do to rectify the situation. And he's like, I'll donate to the Trevor Project. I'll donate to trans charities. I'll do it. I'll do what I have to do. And then Sunny just kept prodding him. He's like, no, it's not enough. It's not enough. It's not enough, man. You fucked up. You fucked up bad. And he just tortured Dubus mentally for a good minute.
And Dubus was legitimately sorry.
Oh, yeah. 100%. And he just kept, like, pushing him.
See?
For the shits and giggles.
I hate people.
Last couple seconds.
Having a friend that doesn't listen to criticisms and keeps repeating toxic behavior over and over, yet, for whatever reason, you stick by them, keep them as a friend, publicly hang out with them, and trust their word. But I can't do this anymore. I'm cutting ties with Daft. I'd love to see him improve and actually show growth, as outside of drama he's been good to me, but I can't abide his actions. Especially with this whole situation giving me clarity and showing that he really brings out the worst in me. And speaking of, I know with that video, I marred my reputation in a way that will probably never be seen as the same thing again. I definitely ended up cutting a good few ties. But after this is released, I'm gonna go back to making the content I love that makes me happy. And I just hope I can be allowed to learn and grow while I'm still young. I messed up royally, and I'm going to try and make up for it. Thanks for listening if you've made it this far. New video coming soon that's hopefully not so dour. Goodbye.
Well, good for
Good
him.
video.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. He just went, fuck it. I'm done.
Good for him.
Good on him.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Recognized. That's
Yeah.
pretty big.
He took
Honestly,
responsibility.
I give him my full standing ovation on that. That was a
Absolutely.
great video.
Cutting ties or anything like that?
I would be surprised if he did. You know?
Yeah, I didn't think so either. It's a bit of a no balls.
Yeah, like Daft. Funny enough, Daft recently posted a video about a topic he like fully kiboshed a while back, and he made another video about it recently. Like, I recognize that I got some shit wrong, but let me amend some things that I found out recently. It's like, okay.
Interesting.
So he doesn't seem to be like the one to go down without a fight. So, but he does seem like the one's like, I know what is and is not worth fighting for.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this is enough for him to bite back. That would be interesting, though, if he does.
Well, I
Ooh,
say
I will
good
be
for
waiting.
Just Stop. Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for Just Stop. And he is young enough to change. I mean, my God, he's
Yeah.
like, what, 18? I think he said on Doc's channel.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you got so much more life to learn. And actually, it's good that he learned this one so young. Honestly.
Oh, yeah, no, 100%.
So, good for him. Good for him.
See, this people, this is how you do apology videos.
Yes. I
You're
love
gonna
an
take it
accountability king. I love
yes.
an accountability king.
If you are to
Okay.
model your apology video after anybody, do it on this one.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. So, speaking of accountability kings. So a certain video or live stream didn't go out.
Oh, yeah, speaking of
yeah.
accountability king, someone who isn't one, Mr. Edwin is back in the news.
Yes. First of all, the Taco Tuesday tweet, dude. Come on now.
That was a real. That was bait as fuck.
Well, I don't know. I don't know whether it was bait or whether he chickened out or whether it was just like, oh, let's see who's talking about it. Like, I don't know whether he's putting the feelers out. Like, you know, if he gets shit talked too much, maybe he won't go live just yet. You know, let things cool down a bit more, or I don't know. Maybe.
If that's what he's
Weird.
doing, here's the problem with if I'm saying if because we don't know because I am not
Yeah, we
in his
have-
brain.
We have no idea. Yeah.
Right. But if that is the reason, he's never coming back. Because
Yeah.
the longer he goes without saying anything, every time he posts like he's going to do something, they're going to shit on him. And I honestly think it was a work with him and Salvo. I do.
Huh, that's a take I
think
haven't
they're
heard about yet.
Collaborating.
I think
Okay.
they're collaborating because when he said stream soon, then Salvo would retweet it and say 30 minutes, then retweet it, say 15 minutes, then he would delete those tweets, okay?
Yeah, see, to me, I feel like that he was just jumping on a bandwagon just to be seen. You know,
That's
it's
a
just
possibility
like,
too, yeah.
Like, I just feel like that's very self-ho, which is like, oh, where's this wave we're riding, and then let's just see if I can take, you know, some views, or you know, someone can notice me for a little bit, and then maybe, yeah.
And then
I don't know.
Well, and then he jumped on my stream, you know, after I had to unblock him from the server.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that, okay, Edwin's coming out with 3 videos, one on the 14th, one on the 21st, one on the 28th, because they were 7 days apart, okay? And I'm thinking, do we know this is real? Because it's Salvo saying it.
Yeah, exactly. We don't.
But then you have Edwin, who said he was going to take a few weeks, and there is a screenshot from his Discord saying that he was going to release it February 14th. So was the screenshot a bait because he knew people were screenshotting shit from his Discord? Or were they collaborating?
That could be a possibility. Trying to like see who's still like not trustworthy or something. I don't know. Do you reckon he's still that like being petty like that, or
It's-
kind of over it?
Honestly, it's getting to a point that, here's my thing. Edwin, I mean, yeah, if he comes out about the situation, am I going to cover it? Absolutely, I'm going to cover it. I'm a damn drama channel. Of course I would cover it. I mean, I have some part in it as in I had dealings with Edwin. Obviously, I'm going to cover it, okay? But I kind of almost wish, like, personally, not the content creator, separating me from the content creator, okay? On a personal level, I kind of wish that Edwin would just come back, don't say anything about it, and just do what he does.
Yeah.
Because I have a feeling when he does come back and he addresses it, he may end up with some points. And yes, I'm not so hateful I can't give somebody some points. when, over whatever. But I kind of feel like he's going to question my fucking intelligence. Like I'm dumb. Like I don't remember things. Because one thing Edwin is good at is gaslighting. Mm-hmm. He's good at stirring the pot. He's good at gaslighting. And I kind of feel like if he comes back and tries to explain things, he is going, I'm going to take it personal. Like, are you questioning my intelligence right now? What are you doing? I mean, no one's saying for him he can't come back. I mean, get the hell out of here, dude. I mean, nobody's calling for your deplatforming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want him deplatformed. I mean, damn, he didn't, touch kids and stuff like that.
No, yeah, and that's the thing is, he really, he just lied to some people. You know what I mean?
He was a bad friend. He was a bad friend, and he lied to his audience. But you know what? That's not as bad as what some people on the platform are doing. Mm-hmm. He didn't outright dox people. He didn't touch kids. He just he got caught, lied, and he was a bad friend.
That's what I mean. It doesn't need to be a big thing. It doesn't need to be an event. But the thing is that you could probably twist it to be an event to come back to, and that way you get people will come view, Maybe that's it as well, getting the feelers out to see who's interested even and see what he has to say, if it's worth it. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe in time people are kind of well, maybe I do actually want to hear what Edwin has to say now rather than just shitting on him. So,
I mean, I want to hear what he has to say, but I can still shit on him when I hear it.
Yeah, why not do both, right?
Yeah,
Noodles dose.
But honestly, I really wouldn't be mad if he just came back, didn't address it, and just did his own content, just leave people alone. You have no standing on talking shit about certain people because of the way you treated them. You have no point in standing with that. None whatsoever. But I mean, I don't know, dude. I just don't, It's just, get it over with by now. My God.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be what it is. It really doesn't need to be this big. And it doesn't need to be, you don't need to have a production video putting out your timelines, timestamps, and definitions, and, you don't need to treat it like that.
Dude, go live, have your tabs ready, and then go live. That's all you gotta do. It doesn't need to be some well-edited video. I don't give a shit about those well-edited videos about this. Just go live.
Maybe there's something behind it that we all don't know, and this is something that he was maybe we just need to actually flesh it out so that, I can address it properly. Maybe it's something that he's not comfortable saying live. So
maybe. Okay.
I don't know.
See, Eva, that's why I love you, because you know how to look outside of the box of possibilities.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a whole list of reasons why and why not, but I just let it happen already. It's been a while.
Just get it over with.
It's getting to the point. I think it's going to be worse the longer he waits.
Yeah, because people will stop giving a shit.
Yep.
And I think that's the thing that maybe if you wait long enough and people start giving a shit, and then all of a sudden comes around and new Edwin. Different Edwin again or something like that. I don't know.
But if he does that, though, then, see, I don't know, man. I don't know. I know people are crazy. People will probably think I'm crazy on how I feel about it on a personal level. But on a content level, obviously I want him to come and address it. Hello. I'm not dumb. I'm going to cover it. But, it's just, I don't know. Dude, just, listen, pull the Band-Aid off. Just pull the Band-Aid off. Because you're going to, I don't think he understands the longer he waits with it, the more he's going to get shit on. I don't think he understands that.
No. Especially the fact that he has been saying, it's I'm going to come back this day, and then doesn't. I'm going to do this, and then doesn't. You're just tarnishing your reputation more, right?
Yeah. I think, you know what? I'm going to be honest. I think it's going to be this Saturday. The day this broadcast drops, I think it's going to be that day. I really do.
Fair.
I really do. But then again, I could be wrong, because I don't know Edwin, and I thought it was going to be today or yesterday. But yeah, no, I thought he was really coming out with it because of the Discord. Once I saw the Discord, I didn't realize there was a Discord, screenshot. So I thought maybe it's true. But then when Repzilla came up, and was talking about the videos, he said it's going to be one video about Olivia.
Babs or Olivia?
He said Olivia.
That's interesting.
Yes, it's very interesting.
I thought they were buddies again.
See, now, okay. Here is the thing that I'm going to go ahead and just say this part.
Okay.
I don't think Repzilla was lying to me when he was up there talking with me and Matt, okay?
Yeah.
However, I think someone either presented things differently to Repzilla or flat out lied to Repzilla, and I can't tell you who, because I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, Repzilla is just telling what he's been told.
Right.
Yeah,
and the way he was describing things on my live stream was kind of sus to me.
Yeah.
Compared to what other people have said on my live streams and on other streams and you know.
Like, do you think they're like, I don't know if this is too far, like, down a rabbit hole or whatever, but, like, you know when you sort of try and figure out who the mole is, right? And you tell 3 people 3 different stories or situations, and then whichever one comes out, you know, that's the one that is the mole, because they leaked that certain situation with that certain detail that you didn't tell anybody else.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm like, maybe they're going around telling people different situations of, like, when things are coming out and what videos are being on what and all this sort of stuff to see where that information goes, or is that too, like, conspiracy brain?
Well, I would agree with you on that, except for they have literally been doing this on public platforms. They're doing this in live streams.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. And that's another thing about questioning the intelligence. It's like, dude, what are y'all doing? Like, seriously, it's getting to a ridiculous point now.
Yeah. Or maybe we're just thinking too deep about it. You know, maybe that's so, just girl. Like... maybe it's just like, look, it wasn't feeling well, I'm not going live today. Like, type of situation. But, yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Well,
Edwin, where'd you go?
I will say this. Edwin's first live stream back is going to be jam-packed.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be a party.
Salvo's first live stream back is going to be jam-packed, too. I know it.
Party in the Mudslingers Discord. Hey.
Watch party! Yeah. That way it's only one view versus however many's in there.
I won't be on the stream this time, so that'll...
You know what? When we start streaming, you will be there. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you've already popped up on mine anyway. We just got to get you to pop up more. That was so funny when I had you come up and tell them boys a thing or two.
Oh, good.
She got to fuss out not fuss out, but she got to put the now recording boys in their place, and it was amazing.
What? When did this happen?
It wasn't a big deal. It's like Matt was saying, like, how, like, he is the most viewed on our channel. And I was going, well, and that's when you were like, come on in, girl. You're like, well, all right, I'll come. And so I was like, but wait a second, I'm the most viewed on your channel.
Oh.
And then it's like, oh yeah, but
it was funny. It was so funny. I had Kat up there. Oh God. Okay, I've done so many damn late live streams. I can't remember what's yesterday or the day before. But my last live stream, I had Kat up there. Kat was up there. She messaged me afterward, going, "I hope I did okay." I'm like, "Girl, you did great."
Kat's so cool.
I love Kat. Kat is amazing. Awesome. She's an amazing artist. Everybody at Magical Porpoise on Twitter, you want some good art, commission her. She is amazing. And commission Eva, by the way. FYI. Commission Eva.
I only put like a little like a commission like price tab thing on my Twitter because Matt had asked me to, because like they're doing like, you know, cycling through like the thumbnail artists for now recording and all that sort of stuff, and yeah, so like I finally did one. So
I know.
There you go.
I was happy
on my Twitter.
I was happy about it. As soon as I saw it, I retweeted that shit. Hell yeah.
No, thank you.
I want you to get your bag too. The hell.
Oh God.
Yeah. Like I'm also like not going to take every single job. because I do have a full-time job, so it's just something
Yeah, of
for every
course.
now and then whenever I can do something. So yeah, so
I mean, whatever can
And-
help with the smoke and,
Yeah.
whatever, shit.
exactly. And by the
Pay the
way,
mortgage.
if anyone reads that, I did not get the $100 commission from Shadow Humor. So if anyone wants to give me $100 to take my time with a portrait of I don't know what, because it was really weird. Did you see that by
No.
any
I
chance?
didn't see that. What?
Shadow Humor commented on my Twitter. Let me find it. It's on that pinned tab. He goes, Eva, I'll pay you $100 commission with no deadline. DM me. And I said,
so
Shadow.
you didn't find
Shadow-
out what it was?
No, I didn't, because I wouldn't say yes. I had questions. And he goes, just say yes, take it or leave it, blah, blah, blah. Like, it was like a real weird conversation. And I'm like, I don't do NSFW. I don't do it. It's like, I'm not doing these things. And then, like, well, what is it? And he wouldn't, he said he wanted to, have, a friend do it. And I'm like, I barely know you, but that's cool. And then I'm, trying to sort of get what it is. And, yeah, it kind of got, a weird conversation vibe out of it. And then he's like, oh, look, don't worry about it. You're not into it. I'm like, into what?
Into what? What did you want
I don't
drawn?
understand what you mean.
I can't
But
tell
yeah.
you if I'm into it or not if you don't tell me what it is.
Yeah, but I didn't know. I didn't know whether it was him being some sort of a weird romantic about it, being just say yes and take it. And then if I didn't say yes, he'd be like, oh well, no, you're not the one I want to do it, or something it could be just really dramatic or no. But I was just like, yeah, it's all right. You can keep that. That's fine, buddy. I'm sorry that I can't do what you want me to do, and I don't know what it is. So
Artists have rules, people.
yeah.
Tell them what you want so you can follow those rules.
Yeah.
They are allowed to say no.
Amen.
Yeah, of course.
That
It's
is
just
true.
funny that we didn't find out what it was. So yeah, it's funny.
Shadow Humor popped back in my stream. Yeah, or the last stream I had, he was in the chat, and I was like, oh, I ain't seen Shadow Humor in a while.
Yeah. Oh, actually, did you see today on the timeline by any chance that he rolled his car?
Who, Shadow Humor did?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see that at all, actually.
Yeah, he was in an accident, rolled his car. He said, always remember to wear your seatbelts. Yeah. Well,
Oh, damn.
looked a bit scary, so hope
Wait,
you're
let
okay.
me go look. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
What? Where? Where's this?
I'll link it to you. Hang on.
Yeah, that looks pretty bad. That does not look good. Well, I'm glad he's okay.
Yeah, I wonder what happened there. Did he say
With
what
what?
happened? With his truck?
Oh, his airbag didn't deploy, and his seatbelt saved his life. I don't know what happened. He just said he rolled it.
Oof.
So, yeah. Rough.
Yeah, damn.
Yikes.
See, Shadow Humor, so when you listen to this, I said, I hope you're okay, or I'm glad that you're okay, all right? Just remember, I said something positive. I said something nice.
Yeah. we are concerned.
Hope you feel better,
We're not
Shadow.
total bitches.
Yeah.
Hope you're okay. Hope your truck, hope you get a new truck, because that
Yeah.
thing's probably fucked.
Yeah, that thing looks fucked. Definitely looks fucked. Oh, anything else? I don't think anything else has really happened.
Other than Ohio going to shit, but that's...
Oh, yeah, that's some...
How
that's some
long have
crazy
we...
shit.
How long have we been recording for?
That would be an hour and 39 minutes, ma'am.
Do you want to cover Ohio?
No. No. Because we did 2 reactions and we talked about Edwin, and then Shadow Humor rolled his truck. I think we got enough.
Yeah.
I think we do. For something that we thought we were going to have like a 45-minute episode for, I think we did pretty well, guys.
I think we did amazing. We did better than last time. Last time was only like 45 minutes. I'm like, it's enough. It's enough.
Yeah.
We need to get it
Me
out.
too.
It's enough.
and no funny intro. We were just like, no, let's do it. Let's get it out. So we're just like, no, we don't have time for this shit. Let's do it.
Look, we don't even have do we have a funny intro? Did y'all say something funny before the intro this time?
We
Well,
had
our
a very
intro was-
casual conversation, and then it turned into an actual 10-minute conversation, and then we did the actual intro.
I was gonna say, yeah, our intro was like 10 minutes long.
Okay, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna go with it. Okay. Sounds good
Okay,
to me.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love a mid-roll intro.
Our last two videos, we haven't had like a funny intro or anything. But you know
No.
what? You can't force funny. Our funny is in the middle sometimes. Or
Yeah,
at the
That's
end.
true.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah.
This is going to be very interesting to edit.
So take us out, Mystic. Take us out.
All right, well, everyone, thank you so much for watching this extra long, extra casual episode of the broadcast. I hope you enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you, chat, for sticking for so long. I know, much longer than usual. Hope
Sorry,
we didn't
if you
lose
have
you.
plans, come back if you missed the rest of it.
Hey, that'll give us 2 views. Every single one of y'all leave, come back for the second view. That'll be 2 views, baby.
You know
Let's
what?
go.
Put,
Exactly.
put us on a playlist and just walk away from your computer when you go to work or something. That'll be great. Thanks,
Yeah.
guys.
Exactly. Some people do that already.
Oh, nice. Hello.
I've seen the comments. Some people actually do that. But
I love that. That's awesome. Thanks, guys.
also take this as a reparations for not being around for 3 weeks. You get an extra long,
Yeah,
an
there
extra
you go.
large episode. There you go.
Congratulations.
All right, girlies, you want to say bye-bye?
Bye-bye.
Bye, you
everybody.
shitheads.
Happy Saturday.
Peace.
Peace.